Today, on Guess What I Found Out, we're going to discover some facts about complex PTSD, also known as CPTSD, the trauma upgrade nobody asked for, but plenty of people got anyway. Curious George, quick question. What if your personality problems are actually your nervous system doing its best impression of a smoke alarm that never stops chirping, because it learned danger was normal? Yeah, fun. CPTSD is often less like one bad moment and more like years of your brain living in a group chat called threat updates. PTSD is often linked to a single, intense trauma. CPTSD usually grows out of chronic, repeated, or inescapable stress, often in childhood or adolescence, like neglect, abuse, instability, bullying, or living in a home where safety was more of a suggestion than a reality. Here's the complex part. It gets pervasive. It can shape how you handle stress, how you see yourself, how you do relationships, how your body runs its internal systems. So it's not just I have flashbacks. It can become I don't trust myself, I don't trust people, and my body thinks Tuesday is a predator. If your nervous system has ever reacted to a text message like it was a bear attack, hit like and follow, because apparently we're all just one unread notification away from chaos. CPTSD can include classic PTSD symptoms like flashbacks or intrusive memories, sometimes feeling like it's happening now. Hypervigilance, constantly scanning for threats. Avoidance, dodging places, people, smells, situations that feel linked. Sleep issues, because your brain insists nighttime is when the monsters do their budgeting. Then CPTSD adds what many clinicians call disturbances in self-organization, meaning emotional dysregulation, big reactions, shutdown, numbness, panic, rage or whiplash, negative self-concept, shame, harsh inner critic, feeling broken, relationship disruption, mistrust, intense attachment, withdrawal, instability. That trio is widely used in the ICD-11 framing of CPTSD. So, a big theme in modern trauma work is that complex PTSD is strongly tied to dysregulation. Your system, well, it gets stuck in fight, flight, freeze or fawn. The goal here isn't just to think positive. No, the goal is to rebuild your ability to come back to baseline. And yes, trauma can show up in physical health too. Research on adverse childhood experiences links higher childhood trauma exposure with increased long-term health risks. If you're learning something, and also, mildly offended that no one taught this in school, go ahead and like and follow. Education is great, but apparently we had room for the mitochondria and not the nervous system, which is, frankly, a bit of a choice. A lot of behaviors people judge, self-harm urges, dissociation, substance use, trauma bonding, are often survival strategies that worked in the short term. The problem is they can become rather expensive in adulthood. Recovery is often about replacing what harms you with what helps you regulate and connect. A common trauma-informed approach looks something like this. First, stabilization and regulation skills. That means grounding, breathing, body-based tools, sleep support, routines, connection, all that good stuff. Next up, skills-based therapy, which covers things like emotion regulation, boundaries, relationships, and distress tolerance. And then, when you're ready, trauma-focused therapies. Approaches like EMDR and other trauma-focused treatments can help some people, especially when they're timed appropriately and delivered in a structured way. Also, just a heads up, repeated unstructured retelling of trauma can leave some people feeling worse. Trauma work often goes better when regulation comes first. Curious George, pick your fighter in the comments. Team Hypervigilance Ninja, you notice a twig snap 3 neighborhoods away. Or Team Freeze Sloth, your nervous system responds to stress by buffering like slow Wi-Fi. Make your best argument for why your team is the main character. I want chaos, but scholarly chaos. If you want more science-backed, sarcasm-certified mental health facts, like and follow. It's free, unlike the emotional toll of pretending you're fine. So, looping back, if you've been thinking, why am I like this? CPTSD can be a framework that reduces self-blame and helps you build a roadmap. The headline is this: CPTSD is often about a nervous system trained by chronic threat, and healing is about learning regulation, rebuilding connection, and then, only when you're stable enough, processing what happened. Near the end here, tell me in the comments, what part hit hardest, the hypervigilance, the shame spiral, or the relationship patterns? And if you've got any other useful or surprising CPTSD facts, drop them below. I'm building a growing library of fun fact videos, so go browse the page and grab a few more. Now go drink some water and pretend your nervous system isn't narrating a disaster movie, and click the next video. It gets even weirder in a good way. Quick note: this is educational, not medical advice. If you think you might have CPTSD, consider talking with a qualified clinician.